Hi, my name is Dr. Noordn Darus. I'm a professor in wellness medicine, graduated from University of Malaya, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia in 1982, and I was then practicing psychiatry for 2 years. I decided to move on into sports medicine after that and move into National Sports Council, where I became the sports doctor for Malaysian contingent. During this time, I was given a chance to do postgraduate, and I went for sports medicine specialization, came back, and my last posting was in Barcelona Olympic. Fantastic. That was a very good experience. But then I decided to go on my own. I became a wellness doctor for corporate client, where I teaches all the executives from various industries and also government offices. Then eventually in 2001, I was tested by God by having blood cancer. So I suffered from blood cancer, and during this time I was given chemotherapy and so on and so forth. I decided to study what's going on, and there I found out that actually one of the major cause of cancer happened to be wrong water, the water that we're taking. So I developed a machine after graduated from cancer, not from university, from what I call being a patient now. I decided to go into water therapy. So I developed RX water. Along the way, I found out water alone is not sufficient. You have to have a fantastic minerals so that the body can work at its best. Our physiology says the moment you lose or you are deficient of any good mineral, particularly the more essential one. And here we're going to talk to you about when I developed the new product called RxCrystal, which is meant for my gout. I had suffered from all the toxicity during the therapy and through whatever intake that I've gone through, steroid and all that. I had some problem with high blood pressure, and my uric acid has gone up, and I developed something called RxCrystal. So remember, Crystal was first developed for gout, but somehow I found out that people who have tested this, if they have diabetes, works better. In other words, diabetes tend to respond with this crystal much better, and they improve much faster than somebody having, let's say, gout or high blood pressure or heart problem and all that. Why? Because I found out that inside here there are 4 major minerals that I have already put in by using what we call Himalayan salt, and also I also use seaweed. So the major ingredient is seaweed and Himalayan salt. And you know very well, there are more than 70-80 minerals inside here, but the most important one is sodium, potassium, calcium and magnesium. If you know about sodium and potassium alone, this is the most essential minerals for our body. So how does diabetes work with all these minerals inside? Let's say we put in this drink, okay, and the first place very alkaline, and if you put, let's say, for this amount of water, watch how I do it, okay, just knock a bit, because so much what we call this in a powdery form, sometimes it gets stuck. So what you do is you press 1 and 2, okay, just a small amount, 2 what I call spray of this powder, and you stir it, make sure it's all mixed up, okay, and when it's mixed up, you just drink this water, okay. When you drink, some of you have different taste reaction to this kind of minerals, you know very well. Some people, when they are very toxic, sometimes they feel very, very bitter, or sometimes they feel it's like slightly fishy because coming from seaweed. Some of you feel slightly saltish, but most of you can take it very well. Do this twice a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, before meal, or if possible, empty stomach. That's what I'm trying to say. Do not take this close to your meal. It causes no harm, but I want you to get the best. I repeat, please do it twice a day minimum. If you want to do more than twice a day, even 3 times a day, it doesn't hurt. Because why? It is not medicine, it is just a food replacement to ensure that you get enough minerals. So what happens when you take these minerals, okay? The body start to balance up all the one that is especially having toxic substance. It tends to detox, and once it detox, you know very well, the cell become very fresh, and therefore it's able to increase. If you are talking about pancreas, there will be increase in insulin production. If you're talking about cell efficiency in bringing in the what I call this glucose from your food intake, only with sodium that glucose can go in very, very well. And with enough potassium, remember we have calcium especially, and calcium is the major carrier of all other minerals. Without calcium, and of course you are supposed to go under the sunlight, you will get very much what we call the efficient uptake of glucose. So when glucose is taken efficiently, and when insulin is produced from the pancreas very sufficiently, your blood result will tend to go down. And I'm going to show you some of my result testimony from my patient. Before, sometimes they go above 15, some of them even above 20. And when they do this as fast as within 2 to 3 days, you can see the difference. Why it's so fast? Because the body needs only about 2 to 3 days to detox most of your major toxicity. And of course, if you have a long-term heavy metals and all that, you may need a bit longer. You know, if those of you have been on insulin for a long time, you may take about 1 or 2 weeks to see the difference. But let me tell you this, all my patients between 1 to 7 days, there are a lot of changes. A little bit of healing crisis for some of you who have been very toxic. You may have a bit of like some small rashes, or you feel like having what I call is small fever or light fever, or some of you may have a bit of diarrhea. Please just proceed, don't stop. And I tell you what, if you improve, make sure you tell to everyone, especially your close one. Diabetes should no longer be around in this part of the world. Thank you very much.